Alright guys, so I brought tools home from work this weekend. Got all my Snap-on stuff in the bag. And we're gonna see if we can get after this issue. What's been happening is my turn signal will stay on to the left even when it's canceled to the middle. And then sometimes when you turn it to the right, it'll also just cancel there and it won't do the right at all. It's been finicky, it flickers sometimes. It's a real pain in the butt because I actually use my turn signal. This is a Saab. It is not a BMW, remember that? So we're gonna see if we can pull the steering wheel. I have attacked the CIM in this thing before because I had a bad airbag clock spring. So the airbag light was on and none of my steering wheel controls or lights worked. So I have been in there before. Let's see if I remember how to do it, and let's get this thing apart and see if we can see if there are some bad contacts with this switch. Without further ado, let's do it. So guys, I'm at the difficult portion of this. I got the steering wheel turned 90 to the left here. You got to get at 2 tabs on the back of the wheel. Basically pry the spring out so you can actually pull this airbag. So the next little bit of video here is probably going to be me struggling and maybe cussing. So I'll probably put some music in there. But this is the tough part. Once you get it off, then actually it's not too bad working on the CIM. It's just a little scary because it controls so many things. But you guys got this and I'll help you through it. So let's do it. So guys, I just got the airbag released. It's just kind of hanging there right now. Basically, I needed a much smaller screwdriver. This usually takes a special tool, but you can make it happen if you get a stubby flathead just like this. And there's a hole on either side of the steering wheel. You can find them if you turn it 90 like this and you're still doing it on the car. And then I found it was easiest if you stick the screwdriver as far outward in the hole as possible, and then you basically, if you guys can see here, pry downward on that spring, and that's what releases it. So right now I have the battery disconnected, and we are going to carefully unplug this thing, pull the airbag connector, and then we're going to get the wheel off so we can get at the CIM and see what's going on with that switch. So we got the CIM almost removed here. It's just sitting kind of off. I already got that tab pulled up. There's one right on the top and the back. You can get it with your finger super easy if you tilt the steering wheel all the way down and pull it all the way out. That's what I find is much easier for this job. So I just got to get the connector in the back that I'll show you guys, and then from there I'm going to take this thing apart and see if I can see what's going on with this turn signal, if there are some bad contacts or something. The plug in the back is super easy. You can actually pull the CIM first, and then it's just like every other Saab plug. You actually just get a screwdriver under this thing and pull it that way and it pops right out. So nice and easy there. Everything's looking okay. Let's go get this thing on the workbench and get it apart. And guys, I'm also learning along with you here. So if you can see that, this key actually holds the the steering angle sensor as well with the airbag. So definitely crucial that you keep that. I, just for the memory, because it had an airbag light on so long, I actually kept that on my key ring. So thank goodness I did, because now it's holding the, sorry, I meant to say clock spring to where the steering angle sensor goes, so that won't be out of whack. So that's good to go. Let's tackle this turn signal. So already, guys, here's the one I got off of eBay. You can see it kind of looks less heavily used. I know this camera may not be focusing, but the terminal, or the contacts on this switch are definitely much more beat up. And again, right there at the end, it almost, here, let me get the light on. It almost looks like they're starting to kind of blend together, which would explain my issue. Again, I'm probably not going to find anything super definitive, just because this is very techie stuff going on here. But I'm going to go ahead and throw this the eBay housing on there, and then we're going to see if that actually fixes my issue. And we'll get back to you on that. Alright guys, forgot the boot on that first round there. Just installed it off camera. Super easy. You can't mess it up. The shape is the same, so you just clip it right in. Nice and easy. But now let's get the plug on. Alright, that's on there. And then this is that tab I was talking about. Just slides over and clips right in. So, carefully slid it on there. Also want to make sure that the clock spring tab is aligned there. See a little arrow and a yellow dot, and those should be perfectly centered together. They are, so we're good there. This key that I have is still connecting the steering angle sensor wheel and the clock spring itself, so nothing is out of line. All right guys, here we go with the bolt. And that's it, man. We don't have to torque that to anything nuts. It's not going anywhere. That's got thread locker on it. I'm sure it would be a good idea to actually torque it, but the gun should do just fine right now. There's one. There's two. Always just imagining it's gonna blow up in your face is a little scary. So now all we gotta do is just slide her in. There's no screws or anything for this. It's nice and easy. Obviously, it's just those springs. So I just take both hands kind of like this and push the wheel with my thumbs. That's one side. There's the other. So we are back together. I'm gonna get it closer to the position I like. Let's go connect the battery and see if this thing is okay. Here we go. Start up after third try. Okay, nothing's stuck on. See if it works. Turn the lights on. Brights on. Brights off. Left. Right, okay. I think we got it. What a whirlwind, guys. These Saab things are very scary. If you can work on the CIM, I feel like you can work on anything else on this car. These are super complicated. It's a little nerve-wracking getting it out and everything, but they say you can't service them. That scared me when I bought this car and when I had my airbag light issue. But you can take them apart, you can exchange parts, and it may be easy for you guys to do the same thing I did and just keep your actual computer and change parts out. So I'm gonna take this thing for a spin. Hopefully everything's cool. Thank you guys for watching, and I really appreciate the support. I'll see you in the next one, and hopefully you guys are keeping your Saabs alive out there. All right, later.